What's up, people? It has been a while. If you follow my channel, you're probably already aware that I'm a fan of anime, and if you closely follow this channel, you can see that I have used several different Geass songs in my videos, although always in a way that's fair use. Anyway, this review isn't about Geass, the TV show. This is about a film, the first recap film in a trilogy of recap films before the third season of the show premieres. And I have to say that this was an extremely boring and annoying experience. Boring because there's hardly anything here that's worth watching, and annoying because of the same reason. If you've already seen the TV show, then you have also already seen the majority of this film. It's not nearly as well directed as a TV show though, and by this I mean, the TV show is directed in a way that's clearly meant for a series. It's well paced and extremely well structured for a story which has many different narratives as Geass has. This film, however, feels like they missed out on a huge opportunity to make an actual film that works by itself, and instead decided to just copy and combine whatever happened in the first episode of the first season with a few differences here and there. To put it simply, in terms of writing, this isn't a film that can be fairly judged, since it just follows whatever the series did in the first place. It's a carbon copy, and when you have such a vast and rich background as the one from Geass to explore, you realize this could have been so much better. But in the end, it's really just a recap, which is a pity, since it could also have been the gateway for new fans and a fresh take on the show. Example, something that has always bothered me is the art style. It's not bad by any means, but for a show where they slaughter innocent children whenever they feel like it, and the protagonist constantly orders people to commit suicide, this animation is far too pretty and colorful. It suits with the more light-hearted moments, but when things get gritty, bloody and violent, it's hard not to wish for something more on the lines of Cowboy Bebop or Monster. And despite my love for the show, this animation is not nearly as detailed as I wish it was. A lot of times the background and the establishing shots come off rushed and just look like poor work. I know the show's strengths are in the story and the characters, but since you already have those done, you'd think that for this film they could have at least played around with the animation, improving it or giving it a different look. I mean, this film is sort of a remake anyway. It was a perfect opportunity to take a different direction with the material, either be just in the animation department or in the story as well. Because despite the film being mostly filled with content that's frame to frame from the show, there's about 5 to 10% new material, which makes the ending unsurprisingly vastly more interesting than what you might expect, judging from the first two acts. They introduce little moments that actually work quite well, or they could have if the rest of the film wasn't a blatant copy. I think I've made my point. They didn't need to be so dependent on the show. They could have told the same story, but from someone else's perspective. Like Shirley. Since you're already planning on giving her a different plot thread to follow, make her the protagonist of the film. Or make someone in the Black Knights the protagonist. Just do something different. There were infinite ways to make this film better than it is, and that's why I can't recommend this to anyone. It'll just be a waste of time. Watch the show instead if you haven't. It's a much better waste of your time. I'm giving the first Geass recap movie either a 3 or a 4 out of 10. Maybe I'm being generous, but truth be told, even if this thing is just a copy of the show, it's still 100 times more watchable than a lot of other crap. So, at least there's that. Anyway, thanks for watching, hope you liked it, comment below, down below, with an upvote for that algorithm, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!